podcast. Now we are live. Welcome, world. We had all the intro recorded. I kept telling myself, you hit that fucking record button, Ryan, because sometimes I don't hit it. I forgot to hit the live button. But now we're live. Christian, welcome. Tim, welcome. Not the thickest fight card. We had a really good fight card. Well, at least the co-main and main event were fire. COVID ravaged it. Now, really, there's only maybe 2 fights I'm actually looking forward to, if I'm being honest. I'm looking for all of them because I think I'm going to bet all of them. I think there's spots everywhere. A lot of cappers are saying the opposite. They're saying there's not many spots. I don't think they're looking hard enough. I think there's fucking spots. So for the audience who are now watching and not listening, Christian Costello, that play BZ is now here. Devin Tejada is no longer with the show. He does his own thing. Check the Kick podcast. Go download it. Tim Mitchell, you guys know him. You love him. Christian, you got any nerves going against the big boys? Huh? You got any nerves?
I mean, I feel like you guys got the legacy belt, and I'm stepping in here ready to take the real strap.
Hey,
you know your boy. You know your boy is picking. What do they call it? Dog the bounty hunter.
I feel like Christian is gonna pick all underdogs. Just be like, you know what? Fuck it. If I hit 1 or 2, I'm gonna win. The way the point system's set up, I'm gonna fucking win it. So let me explain the points just to everybody. Christian, I know you've listened, but you probably know underdogs, whatever they are, plus 200, plus 300, plus whatever. You get extra points for that. We're going to have the end of the show. We're going to pick our mortal locks, send them homes, and underdog locks. We all can't have the same locks. You have to pick something different. So we'll go around, and if it's taken, it's taken. Have multiple plays in play. That's so if a listener is listening and they like your picks, they like my picks, they can tell all of us. And let's just have fun. That's the most important part. Let's have fun. Timbo, how you feeling about this card, babe?
man, I don't think I want to miss a fight, and I'm not even
You're
fucking
gonna put
joking.
number 10, clean the house. There's a guy who I like, and I don't really follow many people's picks but my own. But last week, him and I's picks really lined up. He says maybe 1 or 2. And I lost my slime ball, but I didn't do like a huge parlay. He went 9 for fucking 10 on the fights last week. He was lights out. Yeah, he almost hit them all. Well, after all the introductions, let's fucking get going. Christian, where are you from again?
Denver, Colorado. Well, I mean a suburb of Denver, but
okay. I download this little soundbite. Every time you make a pick, I'm gonna play this.
Denver, gorgeous.
From the movie Old School. Tim,
I was about to say Owen Wilson. Yeah.
Yes, the Sunshine State. Gorgeous.
Is that Will Ferrell? Or is that Owen Wilson?
No, it's
Okay.
Luke Wilson.
Luke Wilson.
Brother, yeah, from Old School. One of my all-time favorite. The minute Kristen told me he's from Denver, I'm like, I got to get that on the thing. I was trying to find a VA clip for Timbo, but it's just like Chris Brown going, VA. Like, I haven't found the right clip yet for you, Timbo. I'm good at fucking find it.
Hey, we might get one this weekend with Miranda.
Yeah, that's true. Isn't Trey Songz for Virginia too?
Oh, yeah.
I saw that dude live in concert. I saw Chris Brown live in concert too with my lady. Mm-hmm. Trey Songz like basically called a fan on stage and like lap danced her. Basically had sex with her on stage in front of her. But I mean, it was, I don't know if it was consensual, but it was sex for sure.
It was for sure consensual.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she didn't mind. Now everyone's suing everybody. You know, she might come after him, but yeah, I mean, I'm like, what am I watching? He's not even singing anymore. Like, what is going on? All right, first fight of the night, boys. Let's dive in. Azaitar plus 100 underdog, slight undie versus Marc-Andre Barriault minus 125. Kind of a singer to kick off the card. Both going to be strikers. I think this could be fight of the night. Sneakily, Abu is incredibly sloppy. Marc-Andre Barriault, I always call him Barriault. Barriault is a Canadian striker. He is currently 0-3 in the UFC. He had a win overturned because he popped for the juice. Guy got on the juicy juice. So let's go Timbo. I want to hear Timbo right off the bat. We got Azaitar at a plus 100. You're going to get that extra point. You got Marc-Andre Barriault, the fucking Canadian killer is what they call him. I just made that up.
Nobody ever.
Ever made that up. That's cool. What is his nickname? I want to find his nickname now because I think I just came up with a good one. Power Bar. All right. Barriault, just fucking quit with the nicknames, bro. You're terrible at it. Timbo, who we got here, babe?
All righty. So Abu, I'm assuming that's how you say his name.
Abu, yeah, 100%.
Not very active at all. He's last fought 2018. He had a couple of fights that were postponed. And even prior to 2018, he was fighting like once a year.
Mhm.
But he does have a, granted, I can't say who he's actually beaten, but he does have a very impressive record, and he hasn't lost in several years. Hold on, let me pull up the line on this fight. I apologize. I was too busy retweeting our shit. Oh, that's right. You got it on here, baby.
Right on the screen, babe. Right on screen. I got this from DraftKings about maybe an hour ago. It could have moved, but he has been holding under Abu has all week. So that should be pretty current.
Okay. And it'd be a dog pick if I take Abu, if I do decide to do it.
Yeah. I mean, even if he falls out of dog range while we're doing this pick 'em right now, you're looking at underdog money. So you get that extra point regardless of how the line changes.
Now, Azaitar, his brother fights as well, doesn't he?
Correct. His brother was the one.
He's a big hitter.
His brother was the one that got suspended in Abu Dhabi because
no shit.
That's his brother. Yeah, they're related.
Oh, troublemaker.
Potatoes were in the bag, but potatoes might be a code word for fucking steroids. All of steroids in Dubai. But they might call it steroids. I don't know, or potatoes.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know much about either of the guys. I know Andrew Barriault, the Canadian's coming off 3 straight losses. Was he a double champ in some?
Yeah, there's a picture of him with double champs, and it's no offense to Canadian listeners, I compliment you guys all the time. I think you're the best fans in the world, but being a double champ in Canada is like,
yeah. Give me the dog.
Yeah, give me dog. Dog. Kristen, I'm gonna let you go here, bub. Who do you like?
I couldn't think of a better way to open my first breakdown other than this fight stinks.
Thanks. Yeah. Okay.
These guys are both coming off roid suspensions. They both aren't good. I mean, one's Canadian. I mean, one's might still be juiced up. That Moroccan royalty, like he might have a little bit more.
Like best friends with princes and shit.
Yeah, it's
wild.
I honestly, I know who Ottman Azaitar is. I don't know anything about this guy. I have on my notes, this fight stinks. Like,
that's good analysis because it does. It stinks.
Yeah. So I've got the dog circled. I made this pick before. I'm not that there's merit. I mean, this is not a pay-per-view card other than the main event.
No.
But
right.
So yeah, I mean, I think Azaitar will win. I'll bet him. Like, me, it's if I pick it, I bet it.
You pick it, you bet it. I like that strategy. Yep. And yeah, Barriault hasn't done anything. I've actually picked him quite a bit. I looked up tape on him. I was like, oh, this guy is decent at stopping takedowns. He's pretty durable. You're not going to get him out of there, and his striking's okay, right? And I don't know if I fall for the Canadian niceness of these. I really back Canadian fighters a lot of times. He's stunk since he's come to the UFC. His last win where he won, he popped for steroids. Abu Azaitar is an Ali guy. Him and his brother are connected very highly in Morocco. That's why his brother got fired immediately on the spot for scaling the building for potatoes. And then a week later, Dana changes his mind.
Yeah.
For that. He got a phone call from some prince like, hey, I'll send you fucking 20 gold bars. You sign a
Oh, did I think about that?
He's connected. And his brother, same way. You look at his record, and he fought in the World Series of Fighting like most of Ali's fighters do, and he just got fed these guys who are not very good. His striking's wild. He has power. He rips to the body pretty well. His cardio's okay, but he's off the juice, so I don't know if that's going to affect him or not. But Barriault stinks. His fight stinks. I'm going Abu too. I wish I could go opposite you guys, but I think this is a good money play as well. If he stays in the plus, you put a little unit on, you sprinkle. I wouldn't touch this in a parlay just because we don't know enough about this guy. Hasn't fought in 3 years. I mean, we don't know what he's going to come out there with, so might not risk a parlay on it, but to sprinkle a little juice on him might not be the worst thing in the world. All right, next up, Shane Young. This fight might not happen. It will happen. It might not happen. Plus 145 underdog versus Omar Morales, minus 182. So Shane Young was training with Volkanovski and Jamie Mullarkey. They all were in the same room. Apparently, Volkanovski didn't get COVID till he came here to Vegas, to America. That's when they said he got it. So I think these guys are cleared right now, but who knows? Shane Young coming off a horrible knockout of Ludwig Klein. Young's never impressed me. A lot of people are taking him here at 145. It's a nice little stab. Omar Morales coming off his only loss in his career against Giga Katsate, who, when he didn't do nothing, he just stood in front of him. He had his moments, he just didn't do anything. But Omar has proven to be a really good striker, just not a power striker. I don't like that he's cutting to 145 at such an old age. I mean, he's not old, but like you're at 155 your whole career, and all of a sudden at 35 years old, you're like, you know what? I think I'm going to try 45. But Shane Young, again, is just a scrappy dude. He's tough in there. I think he's got a lot to prove with the Lovelet Klein thing, but I can't get behind him. I think that's all he is scrappy. I think Omar Morales is better everywhere. I think he pieces him up. I'm taking chalk here. I'm going Omar Morales, and I don't know if I'm going to bet within the distance because that is something that is up there. That's at a plus number right now because I do believe Shane Young is pretty durable, but I mean, he's been stopped before, and Omar has no knockouts in the UFC, so I don't know if I'm going to risk it or not. But Timbo, what do you like here, bub?
I think I'm gonna take the dog here. It's tough taking him after.
Dogs are barking. Right?
You're a wild man.
Hey,
barking tonight, man.
You know, it's scrappy wins fights, man, and you know, especially with the way these judges handle the scoring on these fights. You know, this guy went the distance with the champ with Volkanovski. That's something a lot of people aren't able to say.
Right.
You know. For dog money there, I mean, give it to me, baby.
A lot of people, that's the value is he's fought good competition. He trains with good competition. And then Omar hasn't, right? And he looked like a dud his last time out. I understand the reasoning. I'm just like, nah, I'm going the opposite way. I'm being contrarian.
Very nice word.
You like that?
I like it.
It's fucking big brain. So you're going underdog here. Underdog chasing early. I like it. Christian, I feel like you got an underdog tattooed on your back here. Where are we going here, bud?
I mean, I think this is easy. You know, he lost to Volk in 2017. That guy was like 250 pounds fresh off the rugby field. Like, I mean, a rugby pitch. I don't know what they call it, but it's the pitch. I mean, it's a long wait. Aussie, oi, oi, oi. And I mean, this is. Omar Morales is just a much, much better fighter. God, I wish that landwear. I was just looking at that landwear, Shane Young. That would have been a better matchup.
Epic.
Omar Morales is
Nate the train. That guy brings the action. He got knocked out in 30 seconds last time, but it was that 30 seconds was great.
I mean, who's going to be cornering Shane Young if I think the best bet on this fight is that this fight doesn't happen because.
That's true.
I mean, it's like everybody from Australia is off the card. So
right, yeah. I see the thing. This is the thing that confused. Hold on. Let me get your pick, and then I'll explain.
Yeah, it's Omar Morales all day.
Omar,
it's like, yeah. I mean, this card is weird. Like, I'm like, I can't believe this is. We came off that 15 fight Izzy pay-per-view where it's like, you know,
you can't tempt the MMA gods, and that Izzy pay-per-view, which was stacked, we didn't lose one fight.
Yep.
I'm kind of glad I really, the fight I want to look forward to most besides the main event is Volkanovski Ortega. I thought it was probably going to be the most competitive fight.
Absolutely.
That fight was going to be sick, but it's unfortunate. But what I was going to say about Volkanovski with the whole corner thing, we don't know who's cornering these guys, but what's weird is Volkanovski is labeled a city kickboxer, but Eugene Berryman is not his head coach. Eugene's just in his corner. He's got an Australian coach, this guy that is his coach, some old guy, I forget his name. But when he fought Max the last time, he didn't even go to New Zealand. He stayed in Australia and just trained with his coach there. And a lot of people are accusing Volkanovski of going over to city kickboxing and just using those guys as punching bags because he fought Shane Young, he beat him. Fought Jamie Mullarkey early in his career, knocked him out. Those guys are both New Zealand, both city kickboxing. He gets claimed city kickboxing, but it's a weird situation over there. I don't really exactly know, but that's a good question you bring up. Like, who the fuck's at the corner of this guy? I don't know. Shane Young's a wild man, though. He does the haka at the stare downs where he's fucking screaming and stuff. So I don't think I think this dude will go in there with no corner. A ring card with the ring girl. He's a wild man. He's a wild man. So yeah, we're split, Timbo. Listen, this is why I like Timbo here, dude. He's willing to take his shots. He's not scared to take
it's not bad. These first
I wouldn't take
4 fights, it's like just we should flip a coin for each fight and see if the coin beats us because
Yeah, it's true. Are you good? Well, then if it beats us every time, then we're gonna look like useless and the to the people on the podcast, right? So we want to keep what we're doing. Timbo, are you gonna bet that fight though? Are you interested in shaking as a? I know we're picking fights here, having fun, but gun to your head, you're gonna put 25 on them?
Nah, nope. Honestly not. I mean, we'll see how
this is a prop. It's a prop fight, bro. It's
yeah,
like,
I don't see what the craziest prop is. Like, if there's something outrageous, then I'll
that makes sense. All right, next fight. This is the fight I was texting you guys about earlier about who I couldn't figure out who I wanted here. It's Modestas Bukauskas.
Can I interject real quick?
Go ahead,
I will never forget when I was a listener of this podcast before I was on here, when you took Modestas Bukauskas as your mortal lock as an underdog. And I bet I was tailing. Like, this is when I was switching from the big sports into MMA before I knew what I was doing. So I have not forgotten this, and I'll let you have it.
He lost, right?
Jimmy, you know what happened. Jimmy Crute.
Yeah, you know what, Christian? Let's not. I remember that. That was a grudge pick. And I betted it. I didn't go super heavy on it, but I absolutely betted it, and I was thoroughly embarrassed. Coin the new champ. That's true. Dan Martin. Shout out Dan Martin. Coin the new champ. That is embarrassing. But Modestas Bukauskas, listen, your last name sounds like Bukaki. Change it, bro. Against Lord Michael. This guy's Michael. Michael O is what I call him. I'm not going to try to pronounce it.
Oh, come on. Give us a shot.
All right. Ola Zaitchek. There you go. I just copied Christian there. All right. So this fight, plus 130 for Bukauskas and minus 159 for Lord Michael, who's came on strong in his UFC career. Good boxing, good good striking. I mean, he has a decision win over Khalil Roundtree. Problem is the guy he just has no cardio. He's a little undersized in my opinion at 205. And Bukauskas is coming off just an embarrassing feat. Jimmy Crute is not a knockout puncher. Could knock me the fuck out. I'm putting that on record. No, he could. But he's more of a grappler, and he got slept with one right hand. You know what I mean? So Bukauskas is a guy who I don't trust, but he's got an interesting number next to his name. Let's go Christian first. Christian, who do you like in this fight? You going dog, Jason?
I got Bukauskas all day. Like I mean, I got to get my money back from the last time.
He owes you, dude. He both owes you.
Both of these dudes have gotten finished by Jimmy the Brute Crute in round one. Both of them. So,
yeah, but Jimmy lost to Mika Serkinov.
Yeah,
I'm coming from you, Crute.
I mean, Bukauskas has he's got the look like when that guy was in there, and I just think Crute is better than we realized. What ESPN had him on that under 25 list. I can't remember exactly what.
He's very good.
He was number one or two, and
he's 23 years old or 24 now. He's more of a grappler, becoming a striker. He's thick as fuck. He obviously has some kind of knockout power. Bukauskas again isn't the greatest guy in the world, but he slapped him with one punch. I mean that's real deal stuff.
I think that's more of a testament. That's more of a testament to Crute. Right. But Bukauskas had that first fight that was close in the first round. And he got those most likely illegal elbows
100%.
On that dude. Yeah. But
he elbowed the fuck out of him behind his head and was like,
and the dude fell out. The dude fell out the cage.
Yeah.
But I had round one knockout, so I was there for it. Again, these are not even. These are some of the worst fights. So I'm not going to spend any more time on it. I got Bukauskas, and I think he's going to win. Not because he's an underdog. I think he's going to win.
Okay, Timbo, who you got here, bub?
I like Bukauskas as well, and it's for one, he's a dog, and that's 3 in a row, baby. I'm going dog hunting, company dog to bounty hunter, and 2. I refuse. I need to get a dog. I need to get a dog clip. I used to love dog behind it. I just need to get a clip of him saying "brah." Come on, bro. Hawaii. He's from Colorado. He's a Colorado boy.
Hey, it's just like my parents. They spend half their time in each.
Nice. So Bukauskas here as an underdog.
Yeah, I refuse to take anybody who loses to OSP via OSP choke. You have the worst fucking IQ in the fight game, and I refuse to ever put my hard-earned money on you.
That's good.
So
I'm building a system, a betting system, right? I've mentioned it here and there. I'm still building it. I'm going to steal that. That's going to be one of mine. I don't bet on someone that fucking loses the OSP choke. However, my system is not implemented yet. I'm taking Lord Michael here, and I'll tell you what. Bukauskas let me down last time. This is going to be a grudge pick. I just think if it goes past the second round, I think we're in trouble as the fans because it's going to fucking suck. Both these guys do not have the best cardio. Lord Michael has the worst cardio. He's taking some time off. Hopefully he's I think he got popped for some shit as well. Hopefully he's just revamped his cardio a little bit. Again, he's a small, Austrian. Yeah,
that was against Khalil Roundtree.
Right? Yeah, he's a smaller guy for 205, and I just think if you're a smaller guy, that means you're not cutting weight, which means you have no excuse not to have at least somewhat good cardio because his striking's there, his power's there. I mean, he's knocked out some durable dudes, and I don't like the line at all, though. I agree with you guys, the gamblers in the group. Bukauskas at plus 130 staring at me in the face. But I think I'm playing a little safe here. I'm not putting my nuts on the table yet. I'm going to go Lord Michael. I'm going to give one more chance. One more chance. If he lets me down, then I don't know what I'm going to do.
Lordy, you'll be praying before that.
Yeah, he's going to fly to Poland and find the son of a bitch in his.
Yeah, he does not have the legendary Polish power.
No,
leave that.
Some power. He dropped or knocked John Blante out with a beautiful body shot, and he was knocking dudes out in his early run in the UFC. It's just like, once you don't knock him out, I can't fucking lift my arms after the second round because I'm gassed. So yeah, that we're split on that one as well. You boys took the underdog there. So
good pick, Timbo.
If you're listening to this, maybe listen to the sharps. All right, next up, Jared Gooden, plus 188. Some sites I got this off of. I'm gonna let Timbo go first. He's plus 188. FanDuel had him at plus 196. He is at 200 some places. Jared Gooden, that is. He's fighting Abubakar Nurmagomedov. Guys might remember that last name. I think he is brothers.
Cousins with
Khabib. He's a minus 240 favorite. Timbo, you're excited. Take it away, bud. Cap this fight for us.
It's the night train, baby. I was so impressed with this dude against Alan Joban. He, granted, this is a totally different style fight, but I'll get to the crotch sniffer in a minute. But Jared Gooden, he's got the look. He's fucking cock diesel, and Alan Joban is a very, very well-rounded striker, and he stood toe-to-toe with him. And in some people's eyes, maybe in mine, he may have won that fight.
He won the third round for sure. I just watched it today. He won that third round, landing some big shots. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know Joban's he's kind of transitioning to mic work, which whatever, good luck to him. But he's still a phenomenal striker, and this dude's strong as a fucking ox. And you give me a plus 188 or possibly plus 200. I know that's 4 dogs in a row. I might be getting carried away, but I'm not, man, because honestly, this Nurmagomedov kid, okay. I haven't seen many fights of you, dude, but you're not Khabib for one. And two, you got Triangle with 2 fights ago. Yeah. You're tapping out.
He's not fucking Brian Ortega. What do you
know? Not at all. So, I'll be prop betting this for a finish.
100%. Yeah.
I think Jared.
I have it written down prop. You're going night train, Jared Gooden.
Oh, yeah.
Great pick. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I'm going to keep betting against Nurmagomedov until they fucking lose. I think this is one. I don't think I picked against him in the Zawada fight. I know I didn't bet that fight. Jared Gooden coming from 185 down to 170. He's fucking ripped. He's big. He's strong. Like Timbo said, he's hard to get down. Abubakar has one. Literally, he's not Khabib, but he tries to fight like Khabib, and he likes to stand up a little bit. He's been rocked before. He's been knocked out before. He doesn't have that undefeated record, right? He does have that Russian wrestling like they all have, but I said I was going to keep this short. I'm going Jared Gooden too. Underdog.
Let's go.
Knock it up. Let's go. Christian.
I'm just going to read my notes because there's so many better fights that we can spend more time on. Last fight, Joban L looked really good. Line is wild. And then on Abubakar, subbed by Zawada, who is not a submission specialist. I'm on the night train.
Choo, choo, choo. I need a consensus. I'm gonna think about a consensus button where we're all on the underdogs. Because even though we're all in a competition, the listeners, the people who tail us, are gonna be like, well, we got 3 smart, good-looking, big dick dudes fucking all giving us underdogs. That's an immediate hammer. You fucking hammer that, right? I love that fight. That's the fight I had circled, and I'm like, Abubakar is average, very average, and I'm like, Jared Gooden is a guy not a lot of people know. That's why the line the way it is. Gave Alonzo a fucking dog fight on short notice, and I'm like, this might be it. This might be the spot to fucking hammer it. All right, I love that
name, man. The last name people see.
Yeah, it's worth $1.50 in the betting lines, like at least.
I'm gonna hammer.
He's a fraud.
He is. Yeah, Abubakar is a fraud.
Umar might be good, but
there's a couple Nurmagomedovs that are good. He's not one of them. Khabib's pretty good. You ever heard of him? Fabio Cherant plus 220 versus Alonzo Menifield minus 286. This fight came together last minute. I am super bummed out because I was going to absolutely hammer William Knight against Alonzo Menifield. It was a straight fucking pick 'em. The Vegas people were giving us free money on the platter. And now you got Fabio Cherant. This is a guy who's on the contender show. He's lost to Alex Khama, who William Knight just beat. He got knocked out. Fabio is a guy that trains with Joe Lozon, is a ground guy. I think his nickname's like the Water Buffalo, which is kind of a fucking
shit. What was it? I thought I saw it.
Water
That's the dude that he was on LFA. He was fighting for the championship a month ago. Like,
he was on LFA.
I actually bet. I saw the intros and I was like, oh, like I'm betting Fabio because the other, whatever that other dude's name was, came in doing some sort of Mike dance. I was like, I'm betting him. And then I figured he was Fabio. And it was. Oh no! Luckily, I bet the wrong guy and won the money. But
okay, good.
Then I saw the Water Buffalo come out, and I was like,
"That's a great nickname. That's a great nickname. He looks like a big dude." I remember I watched the only footage. I didn't watch the LFA fight. I remember him fighting the LFA. I saw the record. I watched the Khama fight again. Khama's a guy that is explosive, has that tendency to. I mean, he could knock you out, but Fabio was just really chasing the takedown. He's a good ground guy. He's a Lozon guy. He's got good submissions, a lot of submissions record. When you look at this fight, Alonzo Menifield has one way to win, and that's to fucking knock you out. He gasses out. He gives up a lot of takedowns. I know this is on super short notice, but this is me, dog, bounty hunting. This is me going after dog. I'm going Fabio here at plus 220. That's 2-1 on your money. It's hard. It's really hard to pick Alonzo Menifield and be comfortable. Be confident, right? I got to fade the guy after his last couple performances. When I was actually on his side, I said, this is the fight where he's going to take over. This is the fight where and he never did. He made me look like an idiot. So I'm going to fade him. I'm going to go Cherant here. Cherant, maybe he's going to get put out in the first round. Maybe he's going to wrestle fuck him, smit him. I don't know. But when you give me plus 220, yeah, I'm going to take it. Christian, who do you like, bub?
All day. I mean, this one is pending weigh-ins for me. Like I guess I'll tell you my pick after this, but Fabio Cherant has missed weight like catastrophically and seriously before. Yeah, he's weighed in at like 213, 209, like 208.
Do you think Water Buffaloes weigh in? No.
Well, maybe if they drink more water, if they like, maybe it was the water.
That's a good fun fact. I didn't know.
Yeah, definitely.
Fun fact.
So, and this is on short notice, so he's gonna. I mean, it's like this is a couple days, and like if the dude's walking around at 240, like obviously I don't have to cut any weight, but I don't know if I don't know what that game's like, but we see it cause problems all the time.
I've seen it like in the gym, guys. I mean, it looks absolute fucking brutal.
Yeah,
you can imagine.
So I mean, like I've got my notes. I know both these guys. Like my read on Menifield, the same thing. It's like if he doesn't finish you in round one, like Devin Brown, Bear Clark pieced him up with a broken eye. Like so, I got Cherant in this fight, but I do, and that's my pick. I'm gonna stay with it. If he weighs in at like 219, like, and they have to make it a heavyweight fight, like I don't know if it'll change my opinion.
I hope if he's gonna miss weight. Menifield's a big boy too. Menifield's cock diesel too. Let him know like tonight or tomorrow, like, hey, bro, I can't make 205. Let's make it a catch weight so he can stop cutting weight too.
It goes heavyweight then. It's just
right. Let's go.
There's the catch is at 265 after that.
In the UFC, he got off steroids. He used to weigh like 280 pounds. He got off steroids in the UFC, and he's like, I think I could fight at 205. So they put him on a diet plan, and they try to get him down to 205 to fight Houston Alexander. And the week of the fight, he's like, I can't do it. So they made it at 215. They're like, I can't do it. He's like, I can't fucking do it. He quit.
Even getting down to 215 is impressive.
It's impressive, right? He was like, they said he was like 221 coming in on Monday. And all the weight experts are like, dude, that's fine. That's water weight. We're going to shed that off. We're going to whatever. And by like Monday night, he's like, no, say it's 215.
He was 40 years old by then.
You know what I mean? And that's and when you fill your body with what he did, and imagine the kid, and then if you watch that fight, he won the fight. He beat Houston Alexander, but let Kimbo take steroids. What I say. All right, go ahead. R.I.P. Kimbo Slice. Timbo Slice. Hey. Handicap this fight for us here, Bob. Are you going another fucking underdog?
Hell of a segue there. So I'll be honest with you guys. I'll be betting Fabio Cherant.
Okay.
And I'm actually this is a pure I want my motherfucking belt back pick here.
Okay.
And I'm going to obviously, if I'm picking Menifield, he's going to be, and neither of you picking him, he's going to be when I send him home. Okay. But I really, before when I was doing my notes before this, I was like, I'm taking Cherant here. His last 2 wins have been by decision. He obviously has much better cardio than Menifield.
And he's a grappler, which is a different kind of cardio too.
Yeah. But
he was impressive in that LFA. Like I remember watching it, being like thinking I made the wrong bet, but he looked good. Like an LFA is like that's like it's
not a sucker league.
Yeah, it's triple A.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, there's talent there, and he was fighting for the title. Is that right?
Yeah, and he won it convincingly, like very convincingly.
I'm a huge Joe Lozon fan. I used to follow his vlogs and all that shit when he was fighting, and he was talking about this kid when he was an amateur. So like this kid has been with him for a long, long time. So that doesn't mean anything, but it means that he's been around for a little bit with some high level guys. But you're taking Menifield strictly for the game and points, but you're telling the listeners, hey, fuck up.
I feel like I'm doing a disservice to the listeners here, but I want my fucking strap back.
And
there's a great chance, this is a great fight to bet, because I'm sure Fabio is by decision is probably plus 400. And then
the over 1.5. I mean, you could bet this fight 2 ways. You could take the over 1.5 and then take Cherant or something because then you bet in the same side. But take
the under 1.5 is like minus. I think it's like minus 185 or like minus 210, something close to that. It was Vegas knows what's going to happen in this fight, and obviously I think Menifield is he's minus money to win by first round knockout.
Yeah. This fight came together a little last minute. I'm not seeing on DraftKings right now.
This is the same mistake I made last week.
Vandal, the props are on or that. This is the only fight they don't on the props on. What was that mistake you made, Christian?
I said, I bet on your boy Henry Hunsucker last week, and it was my lock of the week, not tied to Ibasa in round 1.
If I was a scumbag, if I was a real piece of shit, I would have told you the inner details of our 6 rounds of sparring together,
boys.
It's not good for Harry. It's just not.
Harry stinks.
And this was a million years ago. This is literally 2011, 2012. I don't quite remember the year. It was in the winter, so it could have just turned 2012. And he just wasn't good. I know that was a long time ago, but the guy just doesn't have it. He just ain't got it. Sorry, Harry.
He came out with that left or the right hook and hit Ty, man. And I was like,
he hit Ty flush.
He did that on the Contender Series too, and it just doesn't have any effect. It's like like your mom slapping you. It's like
that's what when we sparred, he was a sprinter. He liked to burst out and do a couple big shots. Once you read it though, what Ty did, you counter with that right hand over the top, crack. I mean, he got kicked hard 3 times, and he's ready to quit from the leg kicks. All right, let's not talk about Harry Hunsucker. That guy.
No, but that's the same fight this week. This is like what you're seeing is you're getting the dude straight off, straight off the Contender Series or straight off LFA, and he's in here. I mean, Menifield, I'm not sure he's been tested, but there's levels on this one, and I'm going with Cherant.
I think we have Miss Costello in the chat, brother, in the chat.
It's a new fox on a hot mic in the blue. Woo! This is how big my ego is.
That's just some girl. That's some
chick just loving the show.
She's a new follower.
This is how big my ego is. I saw the comment. I didn't see the name. I saw hot stuff or new fox on the mic. I immediately thought it was me. That's how big my fucking ego is. I was like, ooh, chicks are digging it.
I'm wearing blue as well, so
Right. I'm not wearing blue. I'm a fucking scumbag is what I am. All right, let's move on. Main card time. This fight I'm actually Greg. There she goes. Nice. Jamie Mullarkey. Let me pull this up here. This is a fight I'm actually looking forward to. I think this has got some real interesting money situations. Jamie Mullarkey, old cement head, plus 110 versus Khama Worthy. He's a minus 137. Christian, lead us off here. Lead off single. Tell me who you like. Tell me who you love. Who you fading? What you got?
Man, when you said old cement head, like I couldn't agree more. Like Mullarkey is as durable as they come. Like
Brad Riddell literally killed him. They had to revive him in the octagon, and he still lost a decision. Like, what is happening?
This is the second time we've seen a Volk victim.
Yeah,
on this card.
Yeah,
and he lost, but it's like, you know, it's like when you have one loss to Volkanovski and your record is 12-4. It's like, I mean, that guy, he was gonna absolutely roast Brian Ortega. That was and that line was sweet.
Really? I wish we would have, because I was leaning Ortega on that one.
Yeah, I know, but that was the one we were all looking for. Oh yeah. That's when you're looking forward to the debate, because you don't have to go back and watch some tape and be like, wait, are we talking about Mullarkey like the slang term?
Here's a little hot take for you. This is not going to make me look good as a MMA aficionado. I don't think Volkanovski's that good. But he's proved me wrong every fucking time. Mm-hmm. I've watched tape on. I literally watched both Max Holloway fights like probably 5 times each, maybe. And I'm just like, yeah, he's good. He does things well. But I'm like, what am I missing? Why is this guy so special? But
you're not missing anything. He's going toe to toe with Max Holloway. I don't think you're missing anything.
It's one loss at Max 170. Like, fuck, Volkanovski, make me look like an idiot even more.
He's kind of boring to watch for me.
Yeah, his Chad Mendes fight was fun because he got dropped in that, and then he came back and knocked Mendes out. Yeah. But he liking cement head Worthy here. Worthy coming off a knockout loss.
Yeah, he's chinny.
Yeah, he's chinny.
I'll let you. I mean, you talk a lot better than I do. Yeah, Khama Worthy is chinny. I mean, it's Luis Pena was beating him up until like in a bizarre set of circumstances. Khama Worthy ended up submitting Luis Pena. I just don't think that Khama Worthy's very good. He knocked out his training partner, who is really good, but it's like, you know, it's like they probably didn't want to be fighting. What is that dude's name? I can't even remember. Devontae Smith. And I think Devontae Smith is good. I think he's better than Khama Worthy. It's like, 100%. You know, it's like you just find, one little hitch and he caught it. And Khama Worthy, I honestly think he might be UFC worthy, but I mean, there's no way he's finishing Mullarkey. No way he's subbing Mullarkey. No way he's knocking him out. I mean, the bet here is it goes to, I mean, I couldn't even bet it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Mullarkey. Sorry.
Mullarkey underdog pick.
Yep.
Let me ask you a quick question here. You're a smart guy. Did you use Worthy as a pun, as saying UFC Worthy?
I was wondering.
Was that built in, or was that just?
Nah, I wish. I gotta be honest.
Okay.
Honestly, natural fucking charisma.
Yeah, I wish. I gotta be. You gotta be honest.
I liked it because I was like, that's pretty good. All right, Timbo, what we got here, man?
I'm going with Khama Worthy. I think our guy Cece just disrespected him.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know, this guy is the odds. This guy will make you fucking rich. It was like the biggest upset in UFC history, or one of them, when he beat Devontae Smith. Then he comes and subs a submission specialist and people don't even know this dude can do a guillotine, and he locks him into that. That was probably 16-1, fucking bare minimum. Jamie Mullarkey, like,
who?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck is this guy? And minus 137, like, no, Khama Worthy is plenty worthy, and I didn't mean to use that pun. And, I love him at this line, minus 137. I love it.
All right, here's my pun. I think it's a bunch of malarkey. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Christian is disrespecting Khama like this. Listen, he had a hiccup against Otman Azaitar. His brother's fighting this card. That dude's got fucking hammers in his hands. He hits hard. He hits anybody, he's putting him out.
Khama Worthy, on the juice.
Yeah, right. Khama Worthy is very chinny though. 100%. His 7 losses are all by finish, right? He's been submitted once. 6 out of the 7 have been knockouts. But the guy also hits like a fucking truck. The reason he submitted Pena is Pena was taking some shots and didn't know what to do, and then kind of gassed out. And Khama Worthy has good cardio. Runs a gym, I believe, in Pittsburgh or somewhere in Pennsylvania. Big guy for 155 as well. Legit dude who's been around forever. I'm worried about the chin, but not against a guy like Jamie Mullarkey. Jamie Mullarkey, his 2 fights against Bradford, or his fight against Brad Riddell, all he wanted to do was wrestle. And against Fairziam, a kickboxer as well, he wrestled him. That's a fight that he might have won. That a lot of people are calling kangaroo court on that one. I like Khama Worthy. I love that he's this low. I love people steaming Mullarkey up more. Get Khama Worthy lower. Let's make it pick him. I like him by knockout. I like him. Knockout's hard because Cement Head is there, but Volkanovski did knock out Mullarkey, so it's possible. And Mullarkey has no defense. He's going to try to wrestle Worthy, which I think Worthy has better takedown defense than people give him credit for. He's in really good shape. His cardio is great, and he's a good size for 55. He's a long, pretty shred weak guy. So yeah, I'm rocking with you, Timbo, on that one. All right, next up, a couple ladies. Gillian Robertson, who's 9-5. Wait, why am I reading that? Got it up here on the screen. She is plus 138 versus VA. Miranda Maverick, minus 175. I love this fight because this is going to say a lot about. There you go. What is he going to say?
Wait.
VA, baby.
You know where I'm betting on this one. And
My
I'm not being secret. I love
my fingers are so mangled I can't do any hand signs. I'm sorry. Look at my middle finger if you guys can see that. It's fucking mangled. Got ran over by a vacuum when I was a kid.
I thought that was Harry Hunsucker's face.
No, I got ran over by a vacuum when I was a kid. Look how fat it is. Let me go this way. My sister sucked all the tendons out and they had to reattach them and they did a bad job.
Oh my God.
The 80s for you, babe. I'm gonna let Timbo lead with this one because this is VA special. Miranda Maverick, talk of the town, very talented fighter. Gillian Robertson, her record's dog shit, but she's, I think, fought high-level competitions. This is a great fight for Maverick in her second UFC fight. Timbo, take it away. I think I know who you're going, unless you want to be a fucking traitor.
Oh no, brother. This is blood right here. This is blood in, blood out.
Love it.
Miranda Maverick, man. Just the prodigy. Straight out of Norfolk, Virginia. I don't know if
I love how you say Norfolk.
Norfolk.
Yeah, he's got that Delmarva accent. It's sweet.
The Ohio accent sucks. We go, Ohio. It sucks. I have it. It's horrible. All right, sorry, Timbo. Go ahead.
It's all good. But no, I mean, she came into UFC. I think she was highly touted coming in, and she fought on the day card.
That was the Wednesday card.
It was Wednesday.
When she busted Joe Jua's nose up.
Yes, bro. It's like she came in. It's almost rare now that you have this highly touted prospect come in and actually come through with a dominant performance. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what she did. She's got power. She's got wrestling. She's literally the total package. And minus 175 is disrespect. Gillian Robertson, get out of the UFC. It's over for you. And she backed out of this fight before. Yeah, she already backed out of this fight once. She didn't want this problem. And then the UFC probably said, "Hey, you're either taking this fight, you're getting cut." So she's getting a last payday.
You get this one. Yep.
Yeah, it's minus 175. We'll go over to props tomorrow night, but I'll like a finish with her too.
Yeah, that's a solid bet, Christian. I think you did your gang sign. So you liking this, babe? Hammer.
I am hammering.
Hammer time.
It is I'm surprised it's at 175. I might have to find a different book that's got something a little lower, but thank you, DK, for posting that line. Miranda Maverick is the future. Yeah. John Anik agrees with me, and I thought that before I heard him say that. Her musculature is just like a sight to behold.
She's built all right, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, brother.
Oh yeah. She's got a nice little build to her.
Yep. And she got in there and with Jojo, who was one of my girls before her nose got split open and was bleeding.
Jojo's nose couldn't even be on her face, and I'd still marry her right now.
Yeah. I heard it looks better after.
Probably got free surgery with that huge one. They're like, fuck it, let's just shave it down.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. I can't this is a fight that I'm super excited about. I'm excited about Maverick as a prospect. I know Robinson could take her down. If she gets her on the ground and can stay on top, then she's gonna win. Like, I mean, I think if that dynamic is the way it shapes out, like that's how it happened. But I think Maverick is so explosive, like not in the Top Gun style, but she's gonna be able to get up. Like I mean, her striking is so much more dynamic. Gillian Robertson's like me, like first day in cardio kickboxing. Like, I mean, it is pathetic, and I think Miranda Maverick knows how to get out of these submissions. Like, I am hammering this line. Like, if it's or anything around 170, like, I mean, and I'll be betting this. This is, I don't know who gets to pick first, but let's just say this is on my list. Like, this is a squash match. Miranda Maverick.
I agree. Yeah, we'll see how the locks shake out. Miranda Maverick, I think, is a steal. Listen, I don't ever say this all that often. A steal at minus 175. If I could live bet in my own fucking state, I would hammer right now. That's almost 2-1. Gillian Robertson is one way to win this fight, and that's get the fight to the ground. I think she's a little undersized for 125. I think Miranda Maverick is beefy. Not the biggest girl, 125, but she's 23 years old. This broad, this bad bitch, won a tournament in Invicta against solid prospect women at 21, 22 years old. Like, this girl's only getting better. She's a fucking savage in there. She went after Joe Gio and was like, "Oh, you want to pressure me? You want to pressure me? You're a striker. Fucking elbow, cut your nose open." And she was mad. They stopped the fight. Joe Gio was mad. Maverick was mad because she wanted to keep beating her up. John Anik, which is Kristen mentioned. I've listened to his podcast religiously. It's one of my few podcasts I really, really love. He has been high on two people since I've been listening. Zabit Magomed Sharipov, which Zabit's very good. He hasn't fought in a while, and Miranda Maverick. And he said, "I've sat down with this girl. I've seen it. This guy interviews a million fighters. They do the pre-fight interviews with these people." And he says he's seen it with her. I love Maverick in the spot. I'm hammering it. I think we're all going to be fighting for her to be our mortal lock. We'll see how that shakes out. But she is absolutely savage, and I can't wait to watch her fight. I can't wait to perform. I'm so glad they rebooked us, like Timbo said, because Gillian Roberts is like, "Hey, I got a little sniffles. I got COVID." They're like, "Oh, all right, we'll cancel the fight, but we're rebooking it." She probably shit her pants. Like, I still got to fight her. Oh, never mind. All right, next up, Thomas Almeida plus 250 versus the Sugar Show. Sean O'Malley, my guy. I'm going to go first here. I have tweeted out about O'Malley saying how he hasn't lost. I thought he was doing it kind of tongue in cheek, like joking about the whole "I'm not 12-1, I'm 12-0, whatever it is." He explained what he meant, and I tweeted out like, "Bro, yeah, you got injured, but you got injured because he kicked you. That's part of the game." Henry Cejudo got his fucking leg kicked off by Marlon Moraes and couldn't stand on his foot and came back and won. Michael Chandler did the same thing against Primus. They stopped the fight on him, but he would have came back. You quit. You fold it down and quit. I didn't like that. He's still my guy. I still think he's incredibly talented. The UFC has absolutely given him a softball here. Thomas Almeida, the old shoot the box style, doesn't have the best kicks. Like, he doesn't. I looked up tape on him. He's got great boxing. He likes to throw big hooks, doesn't like to move his head a lot. And when you stay at range with O'Malley, that's when he's the best here. I mean, Almeida could maybe shoot for a takedown. I really don't see it happening. I see him willing to go in there and exchange with Sugar Sean. And I think that's going to play right into his hands. I think the UFC knows what they're doing. They got a marketable guy who took a really bad L. He's obviously handling the L really bad, an opinion from a fan. But I got Sugar Sean here. I got first round knockout. I'm hammering that as well. I don't know what the prop is right now. I'm going to look it up. I got to imagine that it's not probably crazy for him.
FanDuel has the
oh yeah, the FanDuel promo. That's part of my breakdown.
What's the FanDuel promo?
It's plus 240 for Sugar to knock him out within the fight.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Hammer that, everybody.
Yeah. $50 minimum, unfortunately, but
it'll get hammered.
I'll bet every bit of that $50. But yeah, I like Sugar here. I don't think anybody's gonna be surprised that I like Sugar. I think this is UFC saying, "Listen, we got something here. Let's give him a guy who hasn't won a fight in 4 years, 5 years, and a guy who's not going to take him down." So, who wants it? Jump on the bone, one of you boys. Who wants to take it?
I want it.
I think we're both on Sugar, but go ahead, Christian.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on him, but just for betting purposes, those people that have access to FanDuel, I mean, you get him at plus 240, you get Almeida at plus 640. It's either O'Malley early or Almeida late. Like, I mean,
oh yeah, I got you.
We might as well call him Glass Sean.
Yeah,
I don't think his jaw is going to get tested because I don't think Almeida gets there. I also think he has the skills, the speed, the quickness. But I mean, I wrote it down as like, if you have access to FanDuel, just max that 50 and then just put $10 on Almeida by a knockout because this thing is not going the distance.
Hedgehogging. I'm not hedgehogging this one. And
you're not hedgehogging?
No, hedgehog. When you get a promo, just take that money.
Take that money. They're free.
It's free. I mean, you could bet more on one side, but
that's the one thing. Again, if you're my guy, you're my guy for life. I've already claimed Sean O'Malley's my guy. BJ Penn has been kicked out because of the horrible things he's doing outside the cage. He's no longer a fighter. I can't have that in my life. You're a bad person. You're gone. The one thing I wish Sean O'Malley had was just a little bit of durability. The guy has 4 fights in the past 5 years or something like that.
Yeah.
And he had 2 leg injuries. Like what? Like what is happening? Timbo, who do you like though? Christian's got Sean. You got Sean too?
Oh yeah, no question.
Okay.
By knockout.
By knockout. All right, co-main event here. We got Tyron T. Wood, the best rapper in the game. Woodley.
I'll beat your ass.
I'll beat your ass by Vicente Luque. Tyron Woodley's plus 200. Vicente Luque is a minus 250. Timbo, what do we got here, bub? What are we liking here?
I was telling Christian the other night of when I was having a bad gambling night and I tilted out and I put $100 on Woodley to I think it was the Gilbert Burns fight. I'm pretty sure it was.
I almost want to because it must have been that. Well, yeah, because remember,
because I was saying I won a bunch of money on Burns that night,
and I remember when the fight got announced on Twitter, I was like, I'm hammering Burns.
Yeah,
I'm hammering T Wood. Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't play out too good for me there. I don't see this going. Man, this sucks. I like T Wood, man. He's a legend. He's one of the greatest welterweights, of all time, in my opinion. He's not touching GSP. He's really not touching Usman at this point because he already got dominated by him. But he was a long withstanding champion. Granted, the talent he fought really wasn't that good. I think that's fair to say. His quote unquote wars with Stephen Thompson were snooze fests. He beat Damian Maia, I'm not impressed by that.
Damian's been 50 for 10 years now.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Robbie Lawler, I'm not impressed by that. But at the end of the day, he did have those title defenses and he did as much as it was to Dana's dismay, because he hated T Wood being the champion because it was boring.
Right.
But with all that said, hold on.
No way.
Oh no, man, it's crazy.
No.
You do it, dude. Do it.
You're chasing the dragon.
Hey,
Hold on one second.
Do you want me? You want to wait? You want me to go real quick?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Mine's gonna be real easy, boys. Here we go.
Best welterweight in the world. God. T. Woodley. Y'all in trouble. I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass.
Hey, I'm going T. Wood, man. Let's go. Listen. So at some point, Tyron Woodley's gotta come back from this weird shell of himself, right? He's fought high level competition, so he's losing, but he's looked bad. Back against the cage, won't throw. Vicente Luque is not going to wrestle him. He's not going to be able to take him down. T. Woodley could probably wrestle him if he wanted to, but Vicente Luque is hittable, boys. Vicente Luque's got great kicks, great boxing, durable, good chin. But he's also got like 8 losses, right? And he's been knocked out before. And if T. Woodley lands, he's gonna land it. When you're giving me 2-1 odds, I'm gonna go back T. Wood. He's gonna beat your ass. I got T. Wood, man. I'm doing it. I'm not scared. I ain't scared. Timbo, finish your thought. Who you taking here, babe?
Oh man, it's hard to pick against him now. I just fucking blew him up, man. I just fucking blew the entire T Wood balloon up, and he's standing right here behind me, and he's saying, "You better fucking bet me, or I'm gonna beat your ass."
Beat your ass.
And I'm taking T Wood, man. I got 2-1 dog. Greatest
2-1 the number I understand, right? Because T Woods hasn't done shit. Vicente Luque is the guy coming up or whatever. He trains with the people that have beaten with Usman and Burns, who have beaten Woodley his last couple times out. But I mean, listen, 2-1, I like it.
Yeah, man. We're
Christian's shaking. Christian is so mad at us right now.
You boys tripping. You've seen, I mean, everybody knows. I don't have to like spout off that he's lost the last 15 rounds or 19. I don't know how many rounds.
Wow. It's been a while for T1.
And those have been nasty rounds.
I'm pretty sure his last round he won was Darren Till. I hate to admit that.
One of your guys. Tim wishes he could see Darren Till on Twitter these days.
Shout out Darren Till, man. He's such a funny.
Did he block you on Twitter or Instagram?
Oh, both dude.
Wow, you went after him that bad?
Woodley via
sub arm triangle. I like.
Well, that's how he beat Darren Till.
That's how he beat Darren Till. He's a black belt on the ground as well. I like that. That's a good one there. All right, Christian, finish your thought here, bub. You're going Vicente Luque.
Yes, absolutely. This is the guy that throws the least punches in the welterweight division, facing the guy that gets hit the most.
Yeah.
This is not good. When you see that volume for a guy that just is not like that is fragile, like that's more worried about like TMZ than training. That's an amazing wrestler, a world class wrestler that doesn't wrestle. Like this is a squash match. I am parlaying Vicente Luque with like almost any other single play I have tonight, and then I am because this is the only way this happens.
Wow.
How does it happen? What's your pick?
Look, I got Luque, but I am gonna place a bet because of this. I'm parlaying literally like almost every bet I make. You're
parlaying with Luque, but how is he? You think he's gonna win?
No, I'm just parlaying Luque straight up. But I am gonna put a hedge. You know, like Tim Sonic the Hedgehog. I am gonna put a little bit on Woodley.
How do you think Luque gets it done? Do you think he gets decision, or you think he finishes him?
That's my way.
I don't really care. That's
Luque, he's got good striking. I mean, T-Wood is durable. I mean,
I'd say decision, but I mean, I'm just not. I'm a betting man. I'm not.
He's a gambling man.
You pay somebody for a tout service, then they won't be right, and you could do that over there. But
there you go.
Listen, I think Luque is a good fighter, and I'm as surprised as you guys. As me picking T Wood, I'm not the biggest T Wood fan, but when I was sitting there, I was watching tape on Luque, and I'm like, man, this guy gets hit a lot, right? And Tyron Woodley threw a little bit in the Colby fight, just couldn't do anything, and it's like, if this doesn't snap it out of him, he's almost 40 years old, he's 38 or something like that, going to be 39. This doesn't snap him out of it. This is probably one of his last fights on his contract. I gotta imagine he's going to be fighting in bare knuckle boxing. Right? He doesn't want
he'll go to PFL. He's not gonna
he'll go where the big money is. And I don't know how bare knuckle does it, but they got money. They're paying these guys fucking money. I don't understand how they're getting the money. They must have really good investors. But I think T Wood knows his back is literally against the cage, and that's where he likes it.
Yeah.
And he's got to go out swinging. And I think if he touches Luque, he can hurt him. And I love Sean, this gentleman right here, Sean Woody by Triangle. Christian's famous last words: "Don't follow me off this cliff." Is this your buddy?
That's my brother-in-law. Love that dude.
I like Woodley, but the dude hasn't looked like a champ for a long time. We got the Costello family in here.
That's my favorite.
I love it. That that's we're split. I love that we're split on this. All right, main event, boys.
It's about time. I think we were like just
main event. An hour in, we're getting to the main event. I'm excited about this fight. We got Stipe Miocic, Ohio born, Ohio bred. Can't understand a fucking word he says. Plus 110 versus Frankie Murder, aka Francis Ngannou, minus 130. We all remember what happened last time they fought. Francis apparently is a new man. That's what everyone's telling me. He's a new fighter. He's this, he's that, he's blah. Who wants to go first? The floor is whoever wants to go first. If no one steps up, I'll jump in. This is pretty easy for me.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to give my take yet, but you're a Cincinnati guy and we got a Cleveland fighter. So you are laying the absolute max hammer on Ngannou. That's my guess, but break it down. Let me know.
Okay. Here's my breakdown, right? Francis Ngannou is literally the same exact fighter as he was, with just maybe a little bit better cardio and a little bit more kicks. I think his wrestling is still dog shit. He trains at Extreme Couture in Vegas, there's no one there the size of him to wrestle. There's just no one there. Kamar Usman is in his corner wrestling. Kamar Usman is a great wrestler, but he's a 170-pounder.
Yeah.
You need big bodies. That's the thing about heavyweights is you need big bodies. Brock Lesnar did it right when he did it. He opened up a camp in fucking bumfuck Minnesota and was like, hey, only heavyweights. Because I can't train with these 170s. It's different. Francis Ngannou's got some big boys in Ohio he's training with, and it's going to be the same. Francis Ngannou went out, and he did the same thing he did to get the title shot. He knocked everyone out. But when you look back at it, he's wild. He's chaotic. Let's not even talk about the Derek Lewis fight where Stipe just completely broke this man, and he fought Derek Lewis and didn't throw a fucking punch, shit his pants the whole fucking fight. I don't know what to do. He's having nightmares right now about Stipe Miocic. I'm going to take Ohio out of it. I don't love Cleveland, but I love Ohio-born fighters. Stipe is not one of my guys. I don't overly root for him, although his walkout in Cleveland when I was live against Overeem was so dope. But yeah, it's Stipe all day to me. At a plus number 2. O-H-I-O. With Stipe, he's faster. I thought he looked incredible shape in DC3. His cardio's on point. He was clinching DC up. He fought a good fight. He didn't take as much abuse as he did in the second fight. I know Francis is a complete different animal, but he's really only dangerous that first round. Let's see Francis get out that first round. Let's see how good his wrestling is. I'm sure it's going to be a little bit better. I'm sure he's going to stop maybe 1 or 2 takedowns, but if he doesn't land that shot, what is he going to do? And when you're giving me plus money on Stipe Miocic, the greatest heavyweight of all time right now, he's got all the records, right? I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take it to the bank. I'm going to bet it. That's my probably big bet of the night. I don't know if he's going to be my mortal lock or anything, but that's my big bet of the night. I'll tell you that right now. Stipe Miocic. Let's go Christian. I'm going to hear from Christian, and then Tim will hammer it home.
Look, the only way Francis Ngannou wins this fight is if he acts like he's 19 drinks deep at a college bar and goes there and just happens to hit him with one of them big ham hocks. Like, he is by far the less skilled fighter. I mean, like, even these recent knockouts, he's kind of wobbly when he's getting them. And these are not Stipe Miocic. And Stipe Miocic is busy fighting Daniel Cormier. Like, I just kind of like to – I don't really look too much into the Ngannou Derek Lewis fight. It's just with such, I mean,
he got broke.
It's
Stipe broke this man's brain, and now he's got to fight the again.
Yeah,
that's like being afraid of snakes and getting put in a pit of snakes. You don't want to go by that pit again. No, you want to stay away from it. Stipe broke this man. Yeah, I don't care where he's from. I don't care him shoveling sand, going to fucking Cameroon and all that. Nah. Stipe broke this man, and I want to see more of it. But sorry for cutting you off, Christian.
Oh, you're good. The only way Ngannou wins is if he seriously barroom brawls him. I don't think he can win in a boxing match because he's a worse boxer, a worse wrestler. Like, he doesn't have a skill that's better. He has size, but this is another thing. Like, I can't believe how many dogs I picked tonight. Like, it's going to be my intro to the podcast. And it's like, I've got like 7 dogs.
You're going to go 10 for 10.
Look like I work for the local dog pound or something like that. Out there catching them. But look, I got Stipe all day. Like, I mean, I like him by decision or late finish. It's just, the dude's fighting Daniel Cormier, and Ngannou hasn't done anything. Like, you talk about cage time. He's fought 3 minutes. And it's like he's fought 3 minutes since this last fight, and all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, like everything.
He's got everything figured out that he had a problem with before. Yeah, that scares me. Is I don't care who you are, I don't care how motivated you are. You go in there and you know that you got this special fucking one-touch power. You're gonna go in the gym and just really want to do that. Like, I'm sure he's wrestling. I'm sure I just don't know who he has. Extreme Couture is the lesser gym in Vegas. I mean, if you're training in Vegas, you're at Syndicate MMA. That's just a fact. Extreme Couture has Eric Nixick, but besides that, there's not really anybody there.
They got Mackie Patolo.
Yeah, but they were bringing in they were bringing in Jake Shields. Like, again, Jake Shields is a smaller guy. Francis isn't. He's learning these things, but it's different when you get a big fucking bear like Stipe on you, who looks lean again and looks in shape. Timbo, I'm dying to know who you want. I know you're not a Stipe guy. You've called him out many times on Twitter. I've seen it with my own eyes. Are you taking Frankie Murder? Or are you taking Stipe here?
Tim hasn't seen it with his eyes because he's blocked by Stipe. Like,
no, Stipe didn't block you, did he, Tim?
I don't really know, actually.
Stipe doesn't seem like a blocking type because he's not on Twitter much.
Okay, we're good on Instagram.
Okay.
Let me check it. Let me check.
If he blocked you on Twitter, I'm gonna die laughing.
Oh no, we're good. And I'm gonna hit him with a follow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit him with a follow because I gotta go Stipe here too, man. It's
Woo!
I've actually had a complete 180 on this fight. When I first saw it, I said I'm gonna hammer Francis by a first round knockout.
Yeah,
and because that is the only way it can happen, and I still may bet that. Just depending on what the line
is. You can bet it and pick it. I mean, yeah,
yeah.
But I mean, Stipe is just so much more of a skilled fighter. Like it's unbelievable. He could really cut that light heavyweight if he wanted to. He could cut the light heavyweight and go.
Especially how lean he's been looking lately. You're right. He's
super lean.
30s. Yeah.
But I mean, he's like you said, Francis is the same guy that just fought him 3 years ago. And he took those shots. Now, I don't think he took full force 100% for focus shots or whatever they said it was.
Yeah, whatever
yeah. And that's complete bullshit. What are you talking about? It's like getting hit by a fucking car. No, it's not.
Science is bullshit.
It's the Toyo tires that are doing it.
They do the same.
Oh yeah, Forrest Griffin's in the car with him.
He went on that sports science show and like liver shot someone, and they're like, "That's like the equivalent of getting hit by 10 sledgehammers." Really, motherfucker? No, it's not. Get hit with one little hammer. I'd rather take a punch by Bosworth and fuck off. Hammer's metal, dude. What are you talking about? what is happening?
I'm going Stipe, man, and the plus money here just makes it even sweeter.
Again, I would advise everyone listening, if you're interstate, you two boys, this line's moving. This line, I think Stipe is going to close even money. I think so. Yeah, but every capper, every tout, every steamer, they're on fucking Stipe. I don't see anyone really picking Ngannou. I think wise guy money's coming in, like fucking Yanni the Greek always says. Wise guy money. People in Vegas might be hammering Francis, but so we're all three on Stipe. Again, I need to get that fucking unison button. I love it.
That's why I took JP Bays last week, because I was like, all the dudes I listen to, everybody I respect,
on Silva.
Every single one of them were on Silva, and I was like, I'm making this pick and making it my mortal lock.
I know. I did the same thing, and I fucking embarrassed myself because JP Bays.
the Hurricane Chris Memorial, baby parlay.
Thanks, Hurricane. Yeah, when you said Hurricane, when you tweeted that out, I said, "Did Hurricane Chris die?" He's not dead. He's not dead. Hey, baby. Yeah. All right, let's do our locks. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna respect Timbo. Timbo's the champ. He gets the former champ. Right, he's the last one to hold the belt. Probably should still be champ. We're being honest. So I'm gonna let him pick his first. Do you want underdog? Do you want mortal? You want send him home?
Oh. Shit. Give me you know what? I like fucking betting, and I like fucking rooting for my bets and my picks. Right. I hate to do it to you, brother, but give me Sean O'Malley as I send him home.
Come on, bro. That's the only one I have written down because it was my mortal lock because I knew you were going to take him if you don't like him. Man,
I like money, and I'm here to get it all. Put the money in the bag.
That's the rules, babe. That's the game we play, babe. All right, Christian, give me your send him home. We're all going to cover our send him homes now.
Well, shit, I didn't expect that to happen that way. I'm going to take Mullarkey. Like, I think I'm the only one on him, too. So
you're taking
send him home?
Is it send him home?
Yeah, he's going to finish him.
Okay.
Khama Worthy has no chin. Like, I don't care what the lines say. Like, I mean, the dude, like, if he didn't have that one good knockout, like, and Luis Pena wasn't like a bit overrated, even though I'm a big fan of him. But yeah, he's not gonna take him out there on body bag.
Send him home. Well, Christian, I hate to do this to you.
Send him home. Send him home early.
It's a send him home off. My send him home's Khama Worthy, baby. It's a send him home off. We're having a send him home off. It's official. I had that.
It ends in a decision.
I hope so. Fingers crossed.
We just fucked it. We just jinxed it. It's gonna be a boring ass decision. All right, send him home. I like it. Let's just send him home off. Sorry, Christian.
That was a good one. I don't recall that.
All right, Christian, you're the newcomer here. First show, you get to pick. Do you want to go your dog lock or do you want to go your mortal lock?
My mortal lock. I am so confident in this fight. Like whoever's listening out there, I'm going to be betting this. I'm going to be betting it heavy. And Miranda Maverick is going when you didn't take that, like VA.
That's who I thought he was going to take for sure. I stayed away from her.
Man, I bet that last fight I posted on Twitter, like it was a Usman Maverick parlay, and it was just like, I think I call it the Alpha and Omega Muscle parlay because they were the opener and the closer of the card, and Usman came through. Believe that.
Believe that.
Believe that. All right, Timbo, give me your mortal lock, bro.
Shit.
With a 10-fight card with 3 people picking, it's getting lean.
Oh, it's
getting lean. I got a mortal, and I hope Tim doesn't steal it.
I got you, bro. Give me Stipe.
Shit. Well, there goes that plan. All right, Stipe, that's good mortal lock. So you took him as a mortal. You took him out of underdog lock as well because he is an under. All right, my mortal lock, I guess it doesn't leave me with much options, but I gotta go fucking I'm gonna go Omar Morales. I really don't trust.
I you're gonna go.
I really don't trust what's his face, Shane Young. Omar Morales is a very talented guy. So I'm gonna go that. All right, so underdog locks. I get to pick first. I get all my Jarrett Gooden.
Oh, you bitch.
The night train, baby, coming to station near you. All right, Timbo, who do you like? Underdog lock. Christian can pick anybody because we all picked. Well, you guys picked
so many. I have more dogs than favorites on this card.
Yeah, I think Timbo does too. If not, he's quite close.
I'll bet $10 on each of these just for fun and see if it turns out to be prop. Yeah, no, I'll just like spread them and see if it was like.
Well, I do a roulette. I take a bunch of money and I put it on every single number and every single color. I never lose, dude. It's fucking smart.
Until it hits 00, then you got no money.
I'm fucked.
I'll tell you what. From one former champ to another, give me T Wood.
That's what I thought you were going to go. I was flirting between him and Gooden, but I'm like,
I was taking either. Whichever one you didn't take, I had to take.
I love to see Gooden just beating them or Nurmagomedov. All right, Christian, underdog lock, last pick. Who you like, bud? Again, you have free range on the card. Mullet. We go on mullet. Mullet power.
Yeah, I just knocked my microphone off. The length of my mullet was
length of your mane.
Must have been the mullet.
Mane.
The mullet knocked your microphone off 100%. Are we gonna have a fucking underdog lock off too?
No, it's gonna be Fabio.
Oh, okay.
Just like my beauty. We're gonna go Fabio Cherant as my underdog lock.
I like that.
Alonzo Menifield. I don't think he can finish it. That dude at LFA was pretty good, and Alonzo Menifield hasn't.
I don't think we talked enough about the guy's name's Fabio. I think we kind of just steamrolled past that, right? Like a black dude named Fabio.
Yeah, there's one Fabio, and
it's one Fabio.
The romance novels my grandma reads.
The guy broke his nose on a roller coaster. Bird
him in the face.
Idiot. Bird hit him right in his face. That's so funny. What we got here? Bro, you like losing money? Your wife is chirping you, son. She's like, bro, you like losing money?
Going against T-Wood.
Going against T-Wood. That's good. He'll beat your ass. That's it.
She's a pretty sharp better, but I mean, she's gonna lose money this like if she's disagreeing with me. Like
my wife. So we've been together since 2013, right? Is when we got married in 2015, but we've been together since 2013, and I've been obsessed with MMA since 2004, right? And so she knows I watched every fight. She knows I'm obsessed with it, and she gets happy when she goes, "Hey, I know him."
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hope so. He's on the TV every month. All right, so that's it. That's the show. Thank you, boys, for coming. Christian, great first show. We'll see how this shakes out. We all want to be champ. Tune in tomorrow night. Same place, same channel, same whatever. Molly's chirping you, Tim. No, that was Tim with the Woodley pick. Woodley lock. Yikes. No, she yikes you, dude.
I'll be texting hubby and telling you to do I'll be texting hubby.
Yeah.
She bets.
T-Wood wins. Here's my promise to you. I will be sending a video in the video chat. not safe for work. Let me just put it that way. Okay. Not safe for children either. Okay. Let's just put it that way. All right. Thank you, Christian. You were awesome. Timbo, always awesome. Tomorrow night, we're going to do the prop show, dive into all these props. It's a lean card. I know it's 10 fights and everyone's pissed. They got to pay $70, but just look at it this way. $70, you're going to make all that back when you listen to us. You get the winners, and the main event is fire. I mean, the main event's, you don't get many great heavyweight fights anymore because they all stink, but these two dudes are crackers. All right. Thanks, boys. Appreciate it.
See you, brother.
See you at the pay window.
There you go.